something big has happened, and it happened before my last vlog, the blindfold challenge. But what you don't know is that dun dun dun, I got a lot of my hair chopped off. And I know it doesn't look like I got my hair chopped off. Like it's still pretty long, not gonna lie, but I mean, I'm gonna put in a photo and you're gonna see just how long it was before. So it was like down to my waist, and now it's like above my elbows. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I loved my hair, the way she styled it, and absolutely everything about that day was just really good. I really enjoyed it. I was a happy girl. I was like, you know what? This is gonna be a good vlog because my hair is on point. So the reason that I cannot share that with you today is actually the reason for my story time. Me and my boyfriend decided to go apple picking at a local orchard, and I've loved this place. Like, I've grown up and I've gone there with my cousins when we were little, and it's just been full of good childhood memories for me. And my boyfriend had never been. So I was like, okay, like I have to show you. And it was quite far away. Well, when we got there, I was like, okay, well, you have to check this out. Because they have like a petting zoo there. We're like, oh, this is cool. And then I happened to notice the corn maze, and I'm like, it's free? Oh my goodness, we have to do the corn maze. You know, I'm like, let's be adventurous. This is gonna be great. We spent a lot of time in there, but we made it, and I was so happy that we finally had gotten out, because it's kind of been on my bucket list for a while to do a corn maze with him, which is, I know, it's so sappy, but after, because we had gone to Starbucks before we'd gone to this place, I had a venti frap, okay? I'm quite short. Small girl, venti frap. Like, that thing's bigger than my head. So I was like, I really had to go pee. And I was like, okay, I'm so glad I'm out of here. And the only washrooms around there are porta potties. And normally I would leave this out of the story, however. So after that, you buy some food. I'm just happy, sit down at the picnic table with him, and my face, like, drops. I was like, do you have my phone? And he's like, no. I kind of just, like, left him there eating, and I ran across the courtyard back to the corn maze, like, no, and thinking to myself, you've got to be kidding me. Of course, with my luck, I lose it in the corn maze. Oh my goodness. And I start, like, looking, and then I'm like, maybe it fell out in the sides of the, like, path. So, not only do I have to look where I'm walking, I also have to look, like, somewhat between the rows. Noah comes to my rescue, and he's like, did you find it? And I'm like, no. So then he hands me his stuff, and he starts running through the cornfield. It's a good time. No, not at all. I didn't cry. I didn't cry. However, I felt like crap because one of my other vlogs you guys saw, I just got that phone like 3 months ago. 3 months ago. So, he goes through and he looks for it, no luck. He runs through again. We didn't have any luck. But at this point, I'm just trying to be like, I don't want this to ruin my day, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close to ruining my day. I finally, when we didn't find it for the 4th time going through the corn maze, I was like, I think we have to look in the porta potty. he was like, you really think? And I was like, I think it might be there. So we go to the outhouse and we call it. We're looking in and we don't hear anything. So I was a little bit relieved, but at the same time, I'm like, if I could have just seen like a corner sticking out or something, at least I'd know where it is. I'd have that peace of mind that someone doesn't walk around with all my photos, all my, you know, like you don't realize how much stuff you have on your phone that pertains to your life until you lose it. Like, it had my entire schedule, it had all my contacts. We didn't find it in the porta potty, but I was so done. I was just like, I don't want to be picking apples at this moment. I'm kind of done with this place. Let's get out of here. So we decided to go to the beach, and it was a really beautiful day. I'm like, yeah, for that season and everything, it was still very sunny, and the water was gorgeous, the weather is nice, and so then I was like, okay, well, I can't go without a phone. We went to the mall before it closed and tried to get my old phone to work, for them to switch it over. But no luck, because when I had called the people to be like, look, like, you need to, like, I'm reporting my phone as stolen, they kind of put a freeze on my account for 24 hours. I was just like sitting there like, you've got to be kidding me. Sent the SOS on Facebook. I was like, look, I'm not ignoring you guys. I lost my phone. And we went back to his house. So I try to only remember the good parts of that kind of terrible episode. But moving on. The next day, I went back to the store, and I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to find my phone, because even if I do, what kind of shape is it going to be in? Is it still going to work? I was just talking to her, and I was like, I wasn't ready to lose my phone. Like, I loved the G4. It never gave me any issues. I was loving the format, the software, just the 16 megapixel camera, everything, So I was like, I want another one. And I was like, sign me up. Which is, a big deal, because when you pay that much money so that you don't have to pay the extra phone fee on top of your bill, like, I was getting by on, like, a pretty cheap plan, and I was like loving all the extra money in my pocket. I mean, what extra money in my pocket, right? Like, come on, you spend it other places. Starbucks, Mac. And kudos did me such a good favor. Like, they were so nice about everything. Like, I explained my situation. She could see how much it was affecting me. Because, come on, guys, if it was just a phone, I wouldn't care. But it was my birthday present from my parents, and my birthday present from my boyfriend, and even a little bit of my own money put in there. And it was a big deal for me. Like, it was a big ticket item. Like, I remember waiting for that thing to come and being all like, I hope this was a good idea, because I'm always iffy when ordering online. So, she's talking to me and she's like, oh yeah, this will work, blah, blah, blah. And she's giving me all the details. And I'm like, okay, wow, this is ending up a lot better than I thought it would, because I kind of went in there prepared for the worst. I almost started crying with the kudos lady, like happy tears, because I was just like, you don't know how nice this is to finally have a breath of fresh air. And then she got it working for me, and then she even recovered some of my data that was actually on my account from Google and everything that was on my old phone. So it was like I had a piece of it back. And she's like, don't cry, you're gonna make me cry. And I was all like, but I'm so happy, and I want to hug you. So yeah, that was, not gonna lie, kudos, thank you. fast forwarding to 10 days later. I was woken up by my dad, first of all, knocking and like incessantly on my door, and I was like, what year is it? What is this? You know, who am I? And he woke me up. He's like, Elizabeth, guess what? And I was like, what? What could be so interesting that you have to wake me up? Because I like my sleep. And he's like, they found your phone. And I'm like, what? No. And then, like, I was super happy, but I'm not gonna lie, I was also super, like, skeptical. I was like, where? I think that's, like, my first question was, like, not, like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. It was, where? And he said, in the corn maze. In the corn maze. And I'm serious, like, I knew I was, like, kind of groggy, but even in that groggy state, I was like, this doesn't make sense. We went through that corn maze like how many times and we didn't hear it ring, we didn't see it. And 10 days later, it's gonna magically pop up. Like, no one, how many people have gone through that maze and no one saw it before now? So I was very skeptical, just a little bit. But I was happy. And so my dad's like, yep, mom's going to get it right now, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, so I texted a bunch of my friends and I was like, it's back. Like, they're like, what do you mean it's back? And I was like, someone found it and like returned it. And my mom's going to pick it up. So she comes home and she's like, look what I have. And she hands it to me. Like, she touched it with her hands. Okay? Just hear me out, okay? And so I then take it in my hands and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's back. This is it. Oh, what is that on the cover? You know, I thought, okay, it's gonna be dirty. You don't just lose a phone in a corn maze and it comes back looking the exact same as when you saw it last. I'm holding it and I'm like, oh. And you know those urinal pucks? I'm sorry, but like my work involves sometimes, occasionally, cleaning the men's room. So you know what the urinals or the men's washrooms smell like? Yeah, that's what my phone smelled like. And I was just like, oh. So I put it on the counter very, very fast. And I was like, Mom, they didn't find that in the corn maze. And then she's like, what do you mean they didn't find it in the corn maze? I was like, smell it. And then she did. And she's like, ew. And then she's like, no, they said they found it in the corn maze. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to try cleaning it. So then my OtterBox case is like a two-part case. So there's the hard, like, plastic cover and then, like, the silicone. And so then I had the bright idea to take it off, clean it, whatever, I need to open this. So I opened it, and I don't know what possessed me, but there was like some like water between the two layers, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna smell this. I would give anything to have caught that on camera because my face, and I think I should say I have a really dull sense of smell, okay? And my face contorted in such a way when I went to smell this that I was this close to puking. I was like, you know, it was so gross, even thinking of it right now. It was just like I just stuck my face in the porta potty itself and like inhaled. It was gross. So, yeah, mom starts dying of laughter. I start literally like dying. I'm like, you know, and then I'm like,
that fell in a porta potty, but they are not. Oh my goodness, why do I have this?
Like, what? Why? How do I have this in my hands? So then, you know, proceeded to take it apart, and yeah, I'm like 99.99999% sure that it came out of the porta potty because from the inside, yeah, like holding my nose and using like paper towels and stuff and disinfectant wipes to like tear this thing apart. I found more blue liquid, which stunk very, very badly, and the circuitry and everything was fried on the inside, which means it was immersed in some sort of liquid. So you have to deduce that someone A found it. Just let that sink in. How do you find it? Was it clogging their system? Oh. Second of all, there's no debris on it, so someone cleaned this thing. Someone thought, yes, let's give it back, and said, here, it's your job to clean this. And then has the nerve to call my house and say that they found it in somewhere that they obviously didn't. Yuck, So to show you guys that I'm not making this up, you guys are on my new G4 that I have from Kudos. And this one is my old phone. Like if you look here, this part is like the plastic, the hard coating. The actual phone itself has like some like sparks, and you can just see the water damage, and yeah. Let me see, where else is that? Yeah, and then this is the actual backing for the G4, the aluminum one, not the leather one. And the battery, and then the actual like screen itself. So that's my phone, and it's gross. Like, I don't even think it's possible, but I'm not even gonna try to like retrieve any information off of it, because I'm not putting somebody through that, having to be like that close to something. No. I'm pretty sure they'd refuse if I asked, but there's no way. There's no way. So that is my interesting story of how I got my new phone and my hair and how they're all tied together. Hope this video made you laugh. If not, made you smile. And yeah. I mean, it is amusing. I can laugh at it now. I couldn't really laugh at it then. But, now it's kind of just like, in a porta potty. How many people can say that they lost their phone in a porta potty? Anyways, I hope you guys have a spectacular day, and don't forget to comment and subscribe in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this story, because it's true. So see you guys later, and hope you liked the video. Bye!